Hi, Avery. Nice to talk to you again. I talked to you during season one. I'm
Yeah,
Ariana.
I remember. It's nice to see you again.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So, Sara is confronted by everyone in town. Who do you think it was the hardest to be confronted by, and which was the hardest scene to shoot?
The hardest scene to shoot was, when I read it, I cried when I I read the scene between Sara and Tien Chan. That with Liz Moy, that scene was really heartbreaking to me. It was really hard. Just because they have like such a mother-daughter bond that I have completely broken, which is devastating to Sara because she doesn't have any family left there. So that scene was definitely really hard. I think that entire episode was really difficult because she doesn't really catch a break. Also the scene with Simon was hard too. Just because he's so sweet. um but yeah, they were all really difficult for different reasons. And it was really important to me when I was shooting it to make sure that they all weren't one note, like I wasn't playing the same thing every time because they all have different meanings to her. But it was definitely a very, very difficult episode to shoot.
Yes. Do you think Boyd doesn't want to put Sara in the box because of what happened to his wife Abby, or does he really think Sara is essential to getting out of this town?
I think it's half and half. I honestly never really put the two and two together about him and his wife, but it makes complete sense. And I think in his head, I mean, from my perspective, everyone has a different perspective, but I think the two are getting jumbled. I think half of him believes that I have a gift and can help them, and half of them is trying to mend this thing that he has about what happened to his wife. And maybe I can help him in some sort of way somehow to fix that.
Yeah, and you did help him out with the tree. Like there is proof of something that Sara knows more than I guess the average citizen. But Sara is saying, you guys need to put me in the box, and she mentions that she's not strong enough.
Yeah.
Do you think it's because it's having to deal with the ridicule, being alone, or being with the brother, or do you think she really believes that she needs this punishment?
I think she's really this season having to sit with the things that she has done, which in season one, it was just kind of like the ball was rolling and it kept rolling and she didn't have time to catch her breath. And now she's forced to. And she's the weight of everything that she's done is really hitting her. And I think she means it when she says she's just not strong enough to take all of that on anymore.
Yeah. She has a very sweet moment with Elgin that feels kind of a bit flirtatious in a way, but also feels like she could actually have a friend in this town, which she kind of never really had. What was your feeling about that scene?
I loved that scene so much. I loved reading it. I was so excited to be able to work with Nathan and to just kind of sit there and just have a ton of dialogue back and forth and to have a breath of fresh air for her, which you don't see very often because, like I said, the ball was rolling and she doesn't get to catch her breath. And this is finally the first time where you get to see her do that, which is very foreign to her. Um, and it takes her a minute to warm up, but you kind of see a little bit of her release, but it's short lived.
Yeah. Do you think that Kenny was unnecessarily cruel with the ornaments?
Coming from his perspective, I don't think so because what she did is unforgivable, but I'm always gonna fight for Sara, and I think that was definitely cruel, saying that was the last thing she had of her family. But again, from his perspective, I kind of took what he had away, so revenge. I don't know. It was heartbreaking though.
Do you have an item that you would be very heartbroken if it was destroyed?
Nothing that comes to the top of my head, but I'm sure there's a ton of stuff if I, yeah, nothing that really comes to the top of my head, I don't think.
Yeah. And do you think Sara should go in the box as just kind of a viewer?
I don't know. I think she definitely has answers. I think it would be a mistake putting her in there, but again, from everyone's perspective, I see where they're coming from as well. So I don't know. She's such a wild card, that one.
Yes, for sure. She's an icon, but a murderer. So, like, what are we going to do? But it was great talking to you again. I can't wait to talk to you about this and future projects.
Thank you. It was nice to see you.
Awesome. See you soon. Thank you again.
Bye.